Did you hear about the Dalton School and you're concerned about your child's curriculum, whether it be remote or in school learning? Stop right here. This is the video for you. All right. What are we hearing about kids being taught inappropriate things, some feel, in a classroom? One first graders in a private school with a $50,000 curriculum. Big bucks, big school, Ivy League, head you to the straight to the top, groundbreaking. Google search says that the founder, he is a guy who likes to push boundaries, what you want to say. The lady who is responsible for the shenanigans that some might say is going on with her teachings held a pornography literacy class with high school kids. Now, some people feel that's bad. Now, I don't know if you remember when you were in high school, if you were in that age to be able to access it. Well, if you were older, you probably were using magazines, but yeah, high school kids definitely are logging on to the internet for those subjects, and I don't think they're not. All right, but there's one thing about this subject that is interesting that I'm going to get to in 1 minute. But yes, my name's Faceless Caseworker. You're logged on. I'm a social worker. No, I'm not a social worker. I'm a caseworker. So anybody commenting social worker, I'm not a social worker. I'm a caseworker. Or all right, and also coordinate, but helped many individuals with mental health issues, substance abuse issues. I've studied numerous courses, trainings on substance abuse, mental illness, motivation, families, relationships, you name it, psychology, I love it. And today we are speaking on the Dalton School curriculum, and should we be concerned about this as parents, that they are doing some edgy, some would say leaning to the left type of information that is not traditional, as one school would say. But this is not the public school. This is a private school that leads to, Ivy League colleges and things like that, and people pay a lot of money. The parents apparently were scared. They even knew about the curriculum, but they were scared to say something because they were scared of how powerful the school is. What is this school? This is like a school that Harry Potter went to or something. I think Harry Potter went there for free, to become a wizard. I don't know if he's paying $50,000. He getting paid $50,000 for learning some crazy stuff there, but I'm gonna leave that up to anybody else. Everybody has their own decision. Question is, what do you feel? Comment on below. What do you think about this? Kids being taught these type of subjects. I'm gonna get too deep into it, but you can look it up. Dalton School in Manhattan, in New York City. Teaching some interesting subjects. The lady who is the founder of the program, she has several books, and she seems like she's, moving towards the new traditional scope of sexual, how would you say, spectrums, as some people would call it. Traditional is now symbol of a spectrum where they feel sexuality is more of an expounded thing. And it's now going to the curriculums of schools. So how do you feel about this? Are you concerned? Will it lead your child being told these crazy things? I have a daughter, and I definitely don't believe, biologically that a child of that age can comprehend or even interact in that manner. We can look into the research Should they even be worried about that subject? A child seeking consent. I mean, the parent is the guardian, so the parent should be seeking consent. Um, and, adults should not be hugging on children unless the adult is there. Um, and, it keeps things safe. But as far as the curriculum, it's pretty broad in the Dalton School. It must be a pretty powerful school. But, what do you feel about this, right? Um, Science of this is that might be pretty young, too young to be dealing with this type of information. Should be more focused on mathematics and science and English, and government and finance, things that are really going to advance you if you're paying $50,000 a year. Because we know the traditional public schools don't really teach anything outside of math, science, and history. They don't go into many deep things. That's a whole nother subject that can be touched on. If you want to touch on that subject, please let me know below. If you like this information that's going on this great channel, please hit the subscribe button. Let's protect our kids out here. We don't need these crazy people, however you want to call it, creating curriculums without being reviewed by the parents and letting them decide what their kids want to be taught. You put some trust in people who are supposed to be intelligent, understand what is the new groundbreaking information, but you still got to review it with parents before you make your decision and start teaching it in the classroom. And that's basically my take on the subject. If you feel different, like I said, comment below. And if you feel this is information that you need to learn, please subscribe. And my face is caseworker. Protect the kids, protect everybody out here. All right? Feed the homeless. Support, donate. Work in soup kitchens. And I'm out of here. The faceless caseworker.